Hi everyone, Cendril here. Welcome to another day in Stardew Valley. It's gonna be clear and sunny tomorrow. Spirits are mildly perturbed today. Alright. Check the calendar for events that are coming up. Oh, what do we have here? Fisherman wanted. I need a good pufferfish specimen. I'm conducting an experiment on the toxin created by the pufferfish. Well, I could try. There we go. Today, the question that I have. Try to get this going here. Is I know you're an RPG YouTuber. Which I kind of am, I'll get to that in a minute. But I'd like to hear what do you think about Telltale games. If you've heard about that. And yeah, I know Telltale games. I don't own any, but I've played them because some friends have. You know, I've gone over their place and played them. Played them or seen them. So I do know Telltale games. And first, let me talk about being an RPG YouTuber, which I am, but I've tried to do more than just RPGs. I do RPGs a lot because they're my favorite genre, but I try to do games like this, like Stardew Valley. That way that stops blinking at me. I've done a few shooters like Bioshock 2. I try to do more than just RPGs, but RPGs is my favorite genre, so I do that a lot. But know that I'm much more than just RPGs. I like strategy games. I've done some strategy games. But yes, RPGs are the main thing I do on the channel. That's not all I do. Especially, you know, things I play outside of the channel. I play all kinds of games. I just have an LP to all kinds of games. So anyway, I just want to talk about that. To the question about Telltale games. And this might, because people really like Telltale games, and I'm not saying they're bad. They are fantastic. Choose your own adventure books. Like, if you're old enough, sadly, these aren't really a thing anymore. I wish they were because they were really cool. When I was growing up, we had choose your own adventure books. I don't know if they're still around in any shape, way, or form. But basically, it's a book that you would read, and you would get to make a choice. Like, I'm reading page 32 of this book, just like you would read a book. And then it's like, if you want to do this, like you're playing as the character of the book. If you sometimes you played as actual like characters, and they had the character done. If this person should try to jump the river, turn to page 70. If the person should try to take the leaky rowboat, go to page 100. You know, something like that. That was a goofy example. But basically, it's like that. Then you turn to the page of the option you chose, and you found out what happens. Sometimes the character doesn't make it. And then you have to start over. You just, go back to the beginning of the book, or kind of checkpoint yourself and go back to the page you were and choose the right answer. You know, it's just however you wanted to do it. Those were really fun. I loved choose your own adventure books. That's what Telltale games are. To me. They really don't, they're really not games to me. Because you have a couple of quick time events, usually, and, you know, a few other things, just from the I've seen, like, the Walking Dead ones, well, I've seen the first season of the Walking Dead Telltale series, and I saw some of the Borderland one as well. And they're not they're not so much game to me. They're more like those choose-your-own-adventure books. Because that's the big thing about the Telltale series, is the story. So to me, they're not really games. They're more like something I've seen on Steam for a little while is those like visual novels that just popped up all over the place. I guess they've become a really big thing. They're more like that. less game, but more storytelling. That's not to say it's bad. They're really, really good at telling a story, Telltale. They keep getting better, I think. The Batman one is out now, and I haven't seen any of it personally. Not yet, anyway. Not mine, sorry. They're really good at what they do, which is telling a story. Just telling a story and trying to make your choices really matter. Let's see what we get. Really quick. Clay. Ooh, shiny. Iron ore. Whoa! Super shiny. Prismatic shard. I needed this. Nope, that is not getting donated. Change of plans, everybody. This is that thing I needed. I have been told about. To the bus stop. Don't mind that old dog next to my house. He might look at you cross, but he'll never get up from that box in 100 years. Old boy's name? It's Dusty. Oh. We're gonna buy a ticket to the Calico Desert. Like I say about the Telltale games, they're really good at what they do, which is telling the story and having your choices matter somewhat. So, sometimes like the choice doesn't feel like it really mattered, but for the most part, they do try to make your choices really matter. This goes here. Yeah, I was told about this. And I get this! The prismatic shard changes shape before your very eyes. This power is tremendous. You found the galaxy sword. It's unlike anything you've ever seen. 60 to 80 damage, which is just about double of my obsidian edge, and it gives +4 speed. And it looks cool. Awesome. Definitely down for that. Thank you very much for telling me about that. That's about all I have to say about the Telltale games. They're good at what they do, but I don't see them as much game as I do like a choose-your-own-adventure book, which is not a bad thing. They're really good. Like I said, they're super good at what they do, which is telling a story. It just isn't, In fact, I would love if they came out with a choose-your-own-adventure book written by Telltale Games. I think that'd be awesome. I'm gonna save this sword just because I can. Kind of remind us about the really cool obsidian edge we have. But now we have this galaxy sword, so we'll be using it. That's about all I have to say about Telltale games. I really don't find them as much game because there's not a ton of gameplay there, as is now again, I haven't seen Batman. There may be more like gameplay there, but not as much gameplay as it is just like those old like there used to be like shows and stuff where you would choose what would happen, like movies and things like that. you know, kind of kid things. I know there were a few D&D ones where you choose what happened to the party, you know, where they went, and then you'd see what happened. Like things like that. It's more like that, just like on a game console. And that's cool. I'm kind of glad that they have their own thing they're doing there. They're really good at storytelling. Like, I would love for Telltale to get a hold of an RPG. And, you know, have somebody make the RPG part for them. But they write the story. I think it could be phenomenal. It could definitely be something that that could be really special. But they do their own thing, and that's my opinion on Telltale games. They're really good at telling a story and giving you some choices. And some of them are super important choices. So to have that where your choices matter part of it, and then tell your story because of your choices. They're really good at it. So that's really all I have to say about Telltale games. I hope they keep doing their thing, because they're really good at it. So there's that. What to talk about now? That's the fun part. Well, that's it. So time to just head to bed early. Let's go fish for a little bit. Ooh, mushroom. Got a moral so we can make another healing. Oh, these are done. Not what I wanted to do. More money. Are those in there? Nope, that was right. Like so. Alright. And put more cauliflower in. So that's all I got. Thank you for the question, and let me say again, thank all of you for your questions. I really appreciate it, because I was struggling to talk about stuff, and if I have things to talk about, you know, I'll end up talking about them myself. But it's nice to hear from all of you and give me some ideas and some questions you want answered. It really helps me a lot, because I'm still really enjoying Stardew Valley. It's just not the most, you know, exciting LP at this point, because there's not a lot of new stuff. And I have a few more questions. I'm going to kind of go through the questions on episode 140, at least at the time that I'm recording this. Go through the handful of questions there, and then rainbow trout. And then rainbow trout, exactly. No, rainbow trout. We haven't seen rainbow trout. But after I'm through with those questions, I'm just going to be looking for more. I'll constantly be looking for other questions you have, whether it's about a game, about me, that maybe you don't know. Now, I'm not going to answer all the questions about me, but, you know, if I find one that I like, you know, be like, oh, yeah, I don't mind answering that question. About interests that I have outside of Let's Playing, any questions about Let's Playing that you may have that I might be able to answer, whether it's advice, tips, you know, I've gone over that kind of stuff before, but I'm always glad to do it again. Games that are coming out, games that have come out. Hey, have you heard about this game? What did you think about this game? Have you played this game? So on and so, you know, so on and so on. Just leave a comment, and I'll get to get to the questions as I can, and we'll have a lot of fun with this. I hope you're enjoying this so far. Getting some of my opinions on things. I get to do this quite a bit during the stream, but it's also nice to do it here in a Let's Play format where I can more gather my thoughts than during stream, where stream is just constantly going. So new questions are always popping up or new comments. Here I get to dedicate more time to a topic, even though sometimes I don't have a ton to say about it. So that's what I got. Keep them coming. And hope you're enjoying this. I really do. I get to chest. Yeah. Let's see what we got. Bait. Okay. And a nautilus fossil. That's cool. And we'll fish for a little bit more, and then we'll turn in and end the episode. I'm sitting here trying to think of what, I should title these episodes. Because I want to title them about what I'm talking about without giving away, like, my answers. So that's something I'm thinking about. You'll see what clever or not so clever title I came up with when this episode comes out. Oh, and by the way, I wanted to talk about one more thing. Because Stardew hasn't come out in a few days. Well, it came out yesterday. But it hadn't come out for a few days because I was waiting to get some questions. As long as I have stuff to talk about, Stardew Valley will be every day. Like it was. It's just I needed to take a few days to get opinions. Not opinions, sorry, to get questions. So that took a few days. But don't worry, as long as I continue to have stuff, Stardew will be every day like it was. And I have, like I said, I had a handful of questions, so I got one or two more for this recording session, and then I'll be out. But hopefully, you'll be giving me more, and then I can continuously record, and then we don't have a lull. And that'll be great. And some days, like when there is something going on in Stardew Valley, like the luau or something like that, I'll that'll save us a day of having stuff to talk about, because I'll just be doing that, and then that's the day. Day's over. I'm gonna save this rainbow trout because I haven't seen one. So, rusty cog, rainbow trout. Rusty cog can go here, kind of randomly. Store some of these. Nope, you didn't get stored. Neither did you. Okay. Do I have breams in here? Just in case? I don't think I do. Store those. Okay. Rest of these we're cooking. There we go. And I will also randomly store the nautilus fossil. Okay. That's going to do it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you had a lot of fun. Go to sleep. Next time, another question, more Stardew Valley. Until then, I'm Cendril 9. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.